Hey everyone, it's Vivi and welcome back to another Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair video. So this game got an official release date. The game is coming out on October 8th, 2019. For, let's say, an everything we know so far video, I did make one in the past. If you're ever curious, I'll leave the link in the description below, so you can go watch it later. But of course with like updated gameplay and stuff like that, there's more info. There's one thing I was wondering about when, watching previous gameplays. The whole Quill multiplier, and that box with 3 empty slots. Playtonic was very secretive about it, and there's a reason behind it. Tonics play a role in this. Tonics are making a return. Yup, you heard it folks. They were present in the first game and served as, let's say, enhancements or fun tools, where you could enhance your abilities or play around with visual effects. While for the Impossible Lair, the same basically applies. There's a total of 66 you can unlock, 4 of which are currently locked behind a pre-order bonus. By pre-ordering Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, you get 4 timed exclusive tonics. Now why am I using the term timed? I'll explain very soon. We got Yuka 64, Largyhead, Glowworm, and Disca, which stands for Delightful, Intelligent, Sully, Complete Order. I wonder why they put terms behind, the letters, but anywho. Why is Trowzer in this picture? Well, apparently he will have secret tonics up his sleeve. Now Trowzer, yes, he is in the game. His primary focus is to open passageways. There are paywalls. By using twit coins you find in the 2D levels, you can progress throughout the overworld. Now you might be wondering whether or not these bonuses come with the physical pre-order. Well, 1. Playtonic over on Twitter explains it really depends of your local store. Talk to them. They did a bit of digging, and under their FAQ page, what the FAQ? They put a list of retail places which will provide you with these codes. Now of course, if you find other stores which aren't listed, well, you're lucky. As for me saying timed exclusive, it's currently exclusive to pre-order, right? For each platform. But Playtonic confirmed that if you don't pre-order this game, they will reappear as purchases in the future. So yes, they are pre-order bonuses, but not for long. I want to say something about the Retro 64-bit or Yuka 64 tonic. The 64-bit tonic in the first game, while looking at the trailer they had posted, I mean, this so-called 64-bit tonic, it looks more like a low-resolution filter, right? More than anything. And this filter, well, 64-bit tonic, which looks disappointing, is currently available for Switch and PC. But with the Impossible Lair, I don't know if it has to do with development time. This at least took them 2 years to work on the game itself. But Yooka-Laylee in N64 style looks so much better, and I wonder why? Perhaps it has to do with them just focusing on characters this time around instead of the whole level. Whatever the reason is behind them looking much better this time, Playtonic really outdid themselves. This looks so much better. Now under their tonics reveal trailer, someone wondered why the first game's 64-bit tonic didn't look this good, and if it's ever possible to have this one instead. Is that N64 graphic style Yooka-Laylee I see on the far right? You see that? Why wasn't that in the first game when we unlocked the 64-bit tonic? No promises, but we've thought about it, and are due to have talks about potentially making this a reality in the future. By the way, this gameplay you're seeing in the background, it's gameplay with Harry Robinson, design director at Playtonic Games. He was the one who pushed the idea of tonics returning in the Impossible Lair. Tonics you can find in the overworld, some are hidden behind puzzles according to Robinson, and some are really hidden, out of plain sight. You can find these by paying Planker. Quills, he'll give you hints. Planker is also a character who was in the first game. Yes, some characters are making a return. I mean, Vendy's right there, let's not forget about that character. She is the one who will explain how tonics work and all that. Now once you find a tonic, you still have to pay quills to unlock them. Quills can be found within 2D levels and the overworld, alright? As for tonics, you can equip 3 at once. And you can make cool creative combinations of these levels. Some tonics, for example, make the game easier for you. But there's a disadvantage to that. It lowers your quill multiplier. So if we go in the opposite route, meaning use harder tonics, you get a multiplier boost. Now you might be wondering, there's a tonic for slow motion and to speed up time. What happens if we equip both at the same time? Well, depending on the order in which you place them, let's say slow motion first and fast the second, well, you start off a level going slow and then it speeds up. If it's the other way around, fast and slow, well, you start off fast and then it slows down. Big head mode does not affect any hitboxes, if you're wondering. It's purely a cosmetic thing. There's a no-tail Yuka tonic and a human-ish skin. Okay, not bad. As for the effects tonics, no, they don't change the multiplier. Playtonic did not want us to go through too much of a hard time if, let's say, we wanted to increase our multiplier in other ways. They thought it'd be annoying. Speaking of difficulty, Robinson reconfirms, I'm saying reconfirm because in the past this was explained via articles, if you're having trouble at certain checkpoints, this little guy will turn gold and will allow you to skip to the next checkpoint. But of course by doing so you're gonna skip on all of the unlockables, right? Now some tonics of course vary in prices. Quills can always be recollected when playing through the same level again. It's not like in the first game where you'd have to find all quills. Like finding the last one was a nightmare. If you're wondering about tonics and the impossible lair, you know, the level which you can already access in the beginning, the final level quote unquote, no, you cannot use any tonics there. You really have to rely on the bees you collect. There's a total of 48, and Robinson even stated that it's still quite challenging, even if you got 48 bees. Yep, so guys, tell me in the comments, how are you planning on attempting the impossible lair? Do you want to collect all 48 bees first, or go through the impossible lair with the amount of bees you found? Which one do you prefer? As for me personally, I'm a huge Collectathon fan, so I will try my best to find all of the bees first, and then attempt the impossible lair. If I want to challenge myself, okay, maybe I'll replay the game, but by not finding 48 bees or even attempt it without any bees, which sounds crazy, I know. Do remember there aren't any checkpoints in the impossible lair. So doing it without any bees, I mean I'll just do it for fun, because I know it'll get frustrating. Also, if you are a Collectathon fan, Robinson said if you collect all 200 Twit coins, there is indeed a surprise. So yep, this is it for the video guys. As usual, if you have any other things to say, or if there's anything you're wondering about, leave everything in the comment section below, okay? I've been Vivi, and thank you for the support, and until next time.